Hi, this is Will from Will's Tarot Path, and this is Smokey. Smokey, when I come in here to whether it's reading a book or work with my cards or whatever other type of work I'm doing, um, Smokey has taken to hanging out with me. And that's odd because Smokey has always been sort of a, she's always liked pets and attention, but she's never been one to be held or picked up a lot. And she is just very sweet. But when I got this chair, she adopted the chair. And then when she found out I was sitting in it, then she started hanging out with me every evening when I come in here, usually around 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the evening, sometimes 9:30, but I try to get in earlier than that to read or slow down, have some quiet time, could do my nightly pull. Smokey jumps in my lap, and that's all she wrote. She'll stay with me all night. Um, that's really cool. But that's not what I'm here to talk about, but I love my cats. I'm here to talk about the Matronua. This tarot means a lot to me, and it means a lot to all of us. And I know even those that have not received one or did not purchase one talk about how beautiful it is and how stunning the images are. But that's not what I'm here to talk about either. This is not a walkthrough because I don't think, I think that's being done. I might do one in the future when I'm going back and doing favorite decks or something, but this is not a walkthrough. This is, though, how I want to preserve another part of this deck in a display. As you know, if you receive the deck or if you've seen an unboxing, the deck comes wrapped in this beautiful paper with the Matronua symbol on it. And I'm saying that as best I can, Matronua. I don't, that's the way I've heard it pronounced. But so this is beautiful paper that she made, Valentina made with her emblem on it. And then everyone knows that came tied in this string. It reminded me of a old package, not that old, strings, when packages were wrapped in brown paper and strings. And it came with this band around the deck, around the paper, the deck. The paper was wrapped around the paper, and this was around that. And on that is her wax seal. And I saw, I think it was Cara Tarot, and I'll put her link in the description below. And was it, I can't remember if it was Simon at Hermit's Cave, or one other person I saw, they took this off without cutting the string. And so I figured if they can do it, I can do it, and I did. So the string has not been cut. I was able to slip it over the corner and slide right off, keep this intact. The seal's not been broken. The paper's not been unglued or untaped or however it's sealed here together. So I have that. So I have the paper. I have this. Also with that came, I'm assuming, a bookmark. It's very much bookmark-ish. I'm not going to use it for a bookmark because I lose bookmarks and I don't want to lose this. But the QR code is to a resource on reading the Marseille Tarot. Always have a problem with that one too. And then inside of that is this lovely thank you card. And it says, "May this deck walk beside you on your path. With gratitude, Valentina." It's just beautiful. The handwriting's beautiful. This is the same sort of, it's the same paper as the deck is. And then I don't know if you can see, let me see if I can see. She has, yes, it has embellished with her emblem on the paper. And so I have that. And then of course I have the card that came with the deck, number 653. Was it 1,000? Yeah, 653 of 1,000. So I have this verification card, which is awesome. And then all of that came in this, it's a sturdy box, but it came wrapped in this straw, and I'm sure, fairly certain this is probably a type of paper. Yeah, I think so. No, it might be real straw. I'm horrible at that sort of thing, but we'll call it straw. It was wrapped in this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the straw, the collector's edition card, the thank you note, the bookmark, and the paper, and I am going to put that all together in a display. So I'm going to turn the camera. There'll be a pause here, transition. I'll turn the camera and show you how I'm going to do that and see how it works. And I would love to hear your comments. How did you preserve yours? If you have any suggestions for other people, post those in the comments. It's a conversation worth having because I think we learn from each other about these little things that end up meaning a lot for us, to us, not for us. And so anything you think of as to how you might display yours or keep yours or save yours, let us know. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera and I'll be back in 1 sec. And I'm back. I had a little bit of fun trying to rearrange some things here. I do have my table. I don't use it for very much other than when I'm using my cards, but I thought this would be a good space to use this. I lit my incense and so let's start. So the first thing is I got this, and as you can see, it is a, I'm gonna bump the camera several times, I'm sure, and I am not gonna edit this. It's gonna be unedited, raw, and live. Well, not live, but you know what I mean. Shadow box, picture frame. And I got this for $2 on an auction site. Now here in Phoenix, Arizona, we have Nellis Auction. That's Nellis. I'll put a link in the description that takes care of Amazon returns. So basically, if you buy something from Amazon, I guess somewhere in the Western US, and you return it to Amazon, this is one place where they distribute them. They have thousands of items. And the great thing I love about it is this is posted, whatever's posted is posted in the morning, say 6 or 6:30. And the auction only lasts that day, and everything's closed by 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Maybe a little later, but most things I start seeing closed by 10. And that's it. So got this for that. Also, if you don't have something like that, I know that there are some framing stores or stores that do framing, like our Michaels here. They do sales all the time. I'll put a link for them in the description. But this is not a commercial. I am not endorsed by anybody. Far from it. You can look at my my subscription numbers and realize that is not the case. But these are places I use and I find things and I find it useful to share that with people. But Michael's right now has a frame sale. So I'm going to take my straw, and this is just my idea. We're going to see how it'll work. And I'll put my straw in first and sort of spread it around. Oh, I got a big clump that time. So I know that's not going to work. So I'm just going to kind of pull it apart. And I guess I'm going to vacuum after this is over because it's just kind of like little pieces are breaking off and hitting the floor, but that's no big deal. Because it's not that messy. That actually, I think, all I want to do here in my mind is just get a nice even coverage, something that'll support what I'm going to put in here and hold it up to the glass, but not crush it or make it look like it's too much under pressure. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to take my lovely paper. I love this paper. This blue, the way the emblems are done. And I don't know if she designed this herself. I can only think she did because her artwork is so beautiful. And this is just right in line with very classic what she did. And I actually love to see, these are the blue circles that, well, in the tape that were there. But I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it just like that so I can see the whole thing. And this doesn't have a right way up or down because if you notice, they're going both directions. So as we say in tarot, this would make a reversible back. Let's look at the back of the card. I'm curious now. I remember what the cards look like, but I didn't. Oh yeah, so that's just beautiful. I almost wish I had just an extra card. And I know there's an extra card, like there's an extra what is it, death, is there 2 death cards or 2 full cards? 2 full cards. And I could take one, but I don't want to, not one of the real cards. But I think it'd be cool to have that back in there showing. Oh, I like the way that looks there. So I'm just going to set that right there. So you can see the box. I'll move my globe over here. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our cards that we have. I think we have all our parts now. Oh, nope. And as I say that, okay, here we go. So this is going to go here. I was moving things around. I have a small, okay. So when I first started reading tarot and collecting decks, I have a chair in our family rooms. You know, Dad has his chair, Mom has hers. Hers is on the other end of the sofa. And then my son has his spot. You know, families do. We all find our spots, right? Well, then my tarot and books and all of that started taking over that living space. And then it was inconvenient because I would want to have some quiet and read, work with my cards. My wife would want to stay up later, maybe watch some TV or watch a video. My son would do the same. He's playing with his friends, however that works. And so it got to be like, I was in the central hub of our home and it wasn't convenient. So I moved everything into our bedroom and it works great. I have my chair in the corner, just over there. And then I have my antique sewing machine that our aunt gave us that I refurbished and got it running. And then I have my shelves that I've put up here with my cards and everything. So the space is perfect for reading books and reading cards. I just have to move things around a little bit when I'm videoing, which is not a problem. It just takes a little bit of maneuvering. About 5-10 minutes max of getting things prepared. So to have, oh, see, there I go, knocking over another bottle. I am not going to edit this. It's just going to be like it is. We all have a life. Okay. On now. All right. So paper. Now I have my ribbon, but I want this. See, if I put that there, then you can see it, but it still blends in with that some. So I'm going to take my note, this beautiful white background, try to bypass the, see if I can do something like that. So I can see the embossed, I can see the wax seal, and I can see the note. But let me see if I can put it this way so the seal on the wax is the right side up. And I don't want this to be all straight and neat. I don't want it to be like perfect. I want it to look like it was done intentionally, but not all straight lines. I want it to be sort of natural. Like, okay, there's that. And now I have my card here. Can go here. Maybe that should be in the center. I'm not sure. What do you think? Let me know if you think I should change it. So once I get everything settled and situated, I'll close it up. We'll see how it holds up. And then you can let me know in the comments if you see something I didn't as a better way to rearrange it. I think I'm liking this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep the note and the, oh, maybe that'll work right there. That's good. I like that. And then I'll move this, whoopsie, string wax. I'll move this down here so I can see the string. Oh, now I want the wax to be facing, I want this symbol on the wax to be facing right up. But it doesn't have to be straight up and down, just as long as it doesn't look like it's upside down. Let me see how I like this. All right, let me straighten that up. I think I'm gonna like that better. Oh, let me try this up top. We'll put that up top. We'll put this here. And then this. Let's see, there's my imprint. Oh, I've got it. I think I've got it. Here we go. See, you play around with things long enough, and then all of a sudden, things will come together. And I think I'm going to like this. Because now I can see the embossed, I can see the note, I have the bookmark, I have the paper, I have the, so it ended up against the back, didn't it? But that's okay, because I can see it. With everything else, I can see it. And I have the card. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it, and we'll see how it holds up. If the glass lid does not, because it'll just put a little bit of pressure on it. If it's not enough to hold it in place, several things I can do. I can use a removable double-sided tape. I could use, oh gosh, I could use some sort of a clip just on the side here, get a nice looking clip, something that I wouldn't be able to see greatly, but just does it damage the card? So I'm not worried too much about using a piece of tape on this or this on the back or this. I definitely don't want to damage that at all. So I'd probably use a paper clip or something on that. Now, the straw on the back. If the straw on the back slides around, I have extra because it does not take all the straw to do this. But what I might do with the straw, I have some wonderful spray glue. You can use it to spray paper. It'll glue wood. I can't remember the name of it, and that's okay. But it's I know it's made by 3M, but it's a spray bonding glue. But it's one that you can also use to make paper crafts. So what I would do with that is I would lightly spray the straw. Like I would put like a little bit of straw down and lightly spray it. That's it. A little bit more, lightly spray it. That would be enough to hold it in place, where if I ever wanted to take it out and put something else in here, which I don't think I will, it would be easy enough to get out. I'm not like solidifying it completely. I'm not putting it in plastic. Okay, now I'm gonna bump the camera maybe. Nope, I did not. So now I have this, and we will see how it stands up. We'll close that. And this is wood too. It's not plastic. I thought maybe at first when I saw it, I didn't really, I think, hang on a second. I'm gonna turn the camera so you can see this, because I think. I have the light on now. I don't really need it for myself, but I didn't know if this would help show the frame better. But this is beautiful. And they're Smokey. When she's here, all you're gonna be able to see is her tail probably. Say, hey, Smokey. Say, hey, sweet kitty. All right. So if I sit here long enough, she'll actually jump up here behind me and sleep on the little blanket there. But this is how it came out, and I am thrilled. I just absolutely love it. And the frame for $2. A frame like this, I've seen them for around $35, $40, which is not horrible. But I know on sale you can get them 25, 30% off. I saw them on the store the other day. Buy one, get one 50% off. I was like, can I just get one for 25% off? Of course, that never works. But now I have this. I told my wife yesterday I was going to try this, and now that it works. And she said, well, I was going to hang it up is what I told her. And then I said, then one day it can be my son, Liam. Well, one day this will be Liam's. And then when he doesn't have any interest in tarot, and God bless him, I love that boy. But I don't see him getting an interest in tarot. He's only 13, so he might. And so I will teach him if he does. If not, that's okay. He's got to make his own path. This is my path, my tarot path. So he's going to make his own path. But I told her then one day when he goes to sell, that he'll have this too and can get a much better price for it, because it's not damaged. It's been kept. All the original pieces. And if you've ever watched antique shows, you know how important that is. But I just see this only increasing in value. Not that I'm so happy I was able to get one. And I just hope that this deck, when it passes on, will pass on in a generous manner to carry on the love that Valentina has shared with all of us. So that's it. Short and sweet, I hope. I will go in and edit this down a little bit, so you won't see the parts I told you I wasn't going to edit. And I've really enjoyed this. I really enjoy sharing my space, my life with you. I love getting the comments, and I answer those. And I just really appreciate everyone in this community that treats each other with dignity and respect. And I really feel that from everybody I've run into. Thank you for your time. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for being here. And thank you for being a part of the community. Bye.